Hi, it's Mada and I'm coming to you with another video. As you can see from the title, this is all XOMBITICUS' fault. And yeah, so we have, as you can see, a Lamy pen. And yeah, it's a Lamy pen that I haven't had before and I thought I'd try it out. Found it on sale. So decided to give it a shot, and we're going to compare it to one of the Lamy pens that I have that's similar, that I love a whole bunch. So, and do a quick rating sample, even though it's just a Lamy nib. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. So, in the box we have the paperwork, and we have, I've already taken it out of the package, I've flushed it and inked it. So, it comes with a cartridge. I ordered a converter for it, and this is the Lamy Scala in the dark violet finish. And we're going to compare this to my beloved Lamy Studio. So yeah, so I'm gonna get, I have ink on my hands from inking the pen. As you can see, I used a purple ink. Yeah, so it comes in this Lamy box. It did not come with a converter. I ordered it with one. I ordered one with it. I probably could have just grabbed one from the stash, but I just like to have them. So as you can see, it's a pretty like straight pen. It has this metal at the top, which I think this is the reason that I have not really gravitated towards this pen, like this whole spot. Like if it was like cut in half, maybe, I don't know, or just, I don't know, like without it, like I love this. This is the part that I think I don't like, hasn't drawn me to this pen before, but this is the dark violet color. It was a special edition from 2019, I think. Yeah, it feels really nice in the hand. The finish feels really nice. It's a little sparkly looking, but the studios are also a little sparkly looking, so it's a similar kind of finish. I don't know, the Lamy Studios had a purple finish like way before my time of getting into them. So, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to find that. And so I was sort of drawn to this color anyway. I know it's purple. There's a pink one that's also like a special edition, and I really like the pink color. I could have gotten either. Well, no, I couldn't have gotten either one. Well, I could have, but this was the one on sale. The pink one wasn't. So, yeah. So anyway, so it has this clip. And the clips from the studios are completely different. So as you can see, like this is a pretty like straight edge pen. And the studio kind of like bulges out a little bit and like tapers down on both ends. And this is like pretty just like straight. Like the cap has a little bit of a step down where the studio is real smooth. This has the metal on top. And also on the bottom, there's a little metal on the top of this one, but not nearly as much. And then a little bit on the bottom where the cap hooks. I don't know if the cap hooks on this one. I haven't tried it. Yeah, it has a little Lamy logo stamped into where the clip is, whereas this one has it like just stamped on. And the clips are obviously really different. A lot of people don't like these clips. They don't bother me. I don't care one way or another. I don't really use clips, so whatever. It just goes in my pen case and I deal with it. But I have not experienced this because I don't carry it around a whole lot, but this clip, if you like wiggle it or whatever, can scratch the finish, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know that this one, it's pretty solid compared to the propeller clip. Our friend XOMBITICUS has strong feelings about this studio propeller clip. So yeah, so anyway, this is a gorgeous pen. So it's a little taller than the studio, which I think, I was going to say it has something to do with the top, but honestly it doesn't. Not really. Because if it was cut off right here, it would be way shorter. So it's a little slimmer, I would say, but this also like kind of like, it's, oh, sorry, I heard somebody outside. But because of the shape, like, and just the way that it like curves and stuff. And this one is pretty straight. It does taper down, and it's kind of skinny. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's definitely way skinnier than the studio. The grip on the studio. I don't know if because it's straight it would be less slippery, although I don't find the studio to be slippery at all. The section is a little longer. I got this with a medium nib on it. I think this pen has an extra fine nib. I haven't swapped out any of the nibs on it, but yeah, all said and done, the Studio is a little taller, a little longer. The caps are, yeah, everything about the Scala is a little bit longer. It's like the tall, slim cousin. Well, I mean, they're not really that different height-wise. But anyway. Writing sample, I have inked this with Scribble Purple, which is all over my hands. And yeah, we'll do a quick little writing sample. So yeah, so it's a nice pen. Let's go ahead and write with it and see how it feels. I think it kind of goes really skinny towards the nib, and I don't know how I feel about that. So Lamy, this is this is like a super juicy medium. It's also on this Cosmo Airlight paper that I like. I'm not sure what to do with. Dark Violet, and the ink is Diamine Scribble Purple. I mean, it's pretty comfortable, but yeah, it is kind of, I feel like I would modify my grip if I were writing with it for long times, or I'd hold it back real far. This is actually a really smooth Lamy medium nib. I don't typically like their medium nibs, despite being like a medium nib person, because I don't know, something about them just like bothers me. But this is a really nice one. So if nothing else, the nib is nice. Yeah, holding it up here. Holding it closer to the nib is way too much for me. I would definitely hold it back here, I think. And I don't, will it post? It will post, but it makes it like super unwieldy and back heavy and really, really long. And I'm not about that life. Yeah, overall it's a nice pen. Okay, let's compare it to the Studio writing experience, which this is a completely different nib. It's an extra fine, so that will cloud my judgment some. But this is the Lamy. I find even on this one though, I hold it back some. An extra fine nib. Oh, I didn't write that it's a medium nib. Whatever. I told you. It's fine. And this is Robert Terracotta. Okay, can we shout out this terracotta ink? Like, this is a really lovely orange. I know this is not the point of the video, but it's a very lovely orange. So I find that I am holding it back even on the Studio. So maybe that's why I don't have such a time with like slippery grips, because I hold this pen pretty far back. I will post this one though. I like the weight of it posted. See how it compares. I would say, I mean, weight-wise, it's kind of about the same with whether it's posted or not. One thing that I do need to mention about this, so the grip section of the Studio has plastic threads into a plastic body, whereas the Scala has metal threads into a metal body. So that is a thing that, if you know, which makes the pen heavier. Also, this converter, I have to be really careful. The converter kept popping out a little bit ago. Not popping out, but it comes out real easily. So yeah, so if you enjoy metal pens and don't like the plastic grip section or plastic threads, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I need to hold this pen way back. It's a lovely pen. It's a really nice pen. I like it a lot. I love that nib on this paper. I think I like the Studio better still, though. Like, I don't know, something about the convex shape of it. I don't know. This is like too straight and skinny, I think. But I love this nib on this. Nib is awesome. Yeah, it's an awesome pen. I think part of the price jump on this pen has to do with all the metal that's in the pen. Because there's a lot of metal. There's the metal threads, the metal, the extra, like, I don't know if it's chrome, I don't know the finish. It's a pretty snug snap. Oh, I like the Studio snap better. Studio has a more satisfying snap. This is like, the sound's more robust. Sorry if that's like super loud, I'm really close to the mic. But I like that. I don't know. Overall, it's a very beautiful pen. I'm happy that I have one in my collection. Thank you, XOMBITICUS. This is all your fault. It's a lovely pen. I like the color purple, though, too. It's a really nice purple. I wasn't sure when I saw it online. That's why I kept looking at the pink one, but now that I see it in person, it's a really lovely shade. And it looks really nice with this terracotta. I think the Studio feels heavier, and I don't know what that's about. Because there's more plastic on this pen. Maybe because this one's skinnier. I don't know. Either way, a lovely pen for my collection. Now I can say I have a Lamy Scala. Thank you. Before I go, I'm gonna slip this in before the goodbye. I thought I would compare them on Tomoe River paper. This is my Hobonichi from last year. Since that nib was so like broad on that Cosmo paper, that is one thing that I love and don't like about the Cosmo paper is it makes everything look thicker, like a thicker line than it is. And so, yeah, so we're going to see a lot of that Cosmo paper in 30 Inks 30 Days because I want to I want to form an opinion about it. Is the Lamy with a medium nib. It's still a pretty juicy nib as far as I'm concerned. Usually my Lamy mediums tend to be like pretty dry, which is why I think I prefer the broad nibs to it, or for some reason the fine nibs are like really good. Is the Lamy Studio with an extra fine nib. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I like comparing these on the Tomoe River paper. I have a better idea. This looks more like a medium. This looks more like an extra fine, although it's still a fairly large extra fine. Yeah. But I like the writing experience of both of them. Again, I think I hold this one far further back. But I think I do the same thing on this one too. If you want to try one of these pens, I would say that if you have problems with the slippery grip on these, like I said, I feel like I hold mine far back enough that I don't have a problem. You might like the straight grip section. It's also a larger grip section, I feel like. Maybe it isn't, is it? Oh yeah, it is. We just went over this. It's a little longer grip section, so maybe that would help. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, It's a lovely pen, and I'm happy I have one in the collection. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm really leaving now. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.